Good morning, folks. In 1972, the Rolling Stones released one of their best albums. Arguably, in many people's eyes, it was their best ever, but it's not my favourite, but it's one of them. And that was this album, Exile on Main Street. And basically, what happened was, after the release of this album, as always with the Stones, a huge tour happened. And in America, they were touring countries like Texas, Florida, that area. And a guy whose name escapes me, I think his name was something Rollins or Rollins somebody, he made a video. Not in them days, it was on Cinefilm. I don't know what millimetre it was. And it was released, I think it was 73. If I'm a year out, forgive me. And this became this, ladies and gentlemen, the Rolling Stones. Now, this CD is doing the rounds at the moment. I've got the CD, I've ordered the actual concert, I'm still waiting for it. But this is another Stones. I don't know if it's been re-released recently or it's a couple of years ago. I've got a feeling it's a recent one. And what they must have done is cleaned it up, excuse me, because the sound quality is absolutely amazing. And the intro is probably one of the most famous intros in rock and roll history. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rolling Stones. And what follows is some of the best rock and roll, rock and blues probably ever put onto CD or record, full stop. It was the Rolling Stones at the peak of their powers. And it's just out of this world. The intro after that was Brown Sugar. And I'm showing you the track listing. That was written about Mick Jagger's girlfriend Marcia Hunt, who was an actress. Then it just the track listing is amazing. You got Gimme Shelter, which is my favourite song of theirs off Let It Bleed album. You've got Happy, which was Keith Richards. That was off Exile in Main Street, and Keith Richards was sole vocalist of that song, and he still performs it today. The big song was Tumbling Dice. I quite like it, but it's way down in my favourite songs. But it's a decent song. But the best song here is the Robert Johnson cover, Love in Vain. That's Mick Jagger singing the blues at the very, very best. It's just out of this world. Then you've got Sweet Virginia, and You Can't Always Get What You Want. That's got a strange relationship with me. I'm not a massive fan of that song. And you got stuff like Midnight Rambler, Jumping Jack Flash, Street Fighting Man. What a way to conclude the record. Bye Bye Johnny was a Chuck Berry cover. It's just out of this world. There's nothing bad at all with this record. And as I say, the Stones meant business. What happened before, they were doing a lot of psychedelica and all sort of different styles of music, and it's fair to say by 71, 72 it was just pure unadulterated rock and roll. You get a bit of country music mixed in, but it's mostly R&B or rock. You know, it's just, I mean, I can't sort of exalt this CD enough. For £8, if you're not into the Stones, it'll be about the best £8 you'll ever spend. It's just absolutely amazing. I'll be listening to it for a couple of days solid, and you know, just this is rock and roll perfection, Greg. And because what could come about this was Greg and myself were discussing what's some of the best concert albums ever. And to me, this will definitely be in the top 10 ever. Anyway, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this short video. Spread the love, folks.